Hey everyone, this is Harriet for Her Campus Nottingham. Today I've filmed a quick look on how to make your eyes look brighter after an all-nighter. I'm coming into my final semester at Nottingham now, so that means for me a lot of late nights, a lot of all-nighters, writing essays and revising in my dissertation, but also means a lot of all-night parties, a lot of all-night club nights. So I just wanted to film this quick look at how to make your eyes look bright, your skin look a bit more luminous so that it doesn't look like you've got a hangover or like you're running on 0 hours sleep. Hope that you enjoy it, and if you have any comments make sure you leave them down below. Enjoy! So I've already done my base makeup, filled in my eyebrows and put on my lipstick because you don't need to see that for this look. This look is going to focus on using a few main products. So the first thing I've already done is used What's Up. And I saw recently a girl, another vlogger, put this underneath her foundation to give herself some luminosity. So I've done that today, as you can see, and I think it's helped. I think my skin is a bit more luminous underneath. I think it's really helps to make it look more natural if it's coming from underneath your foundation. So I did that, and I think that's really just great if your skin's a bit dry, if you've been out partying all night or something, it will just make it look a bit more fresh. First product that I've used. I'm actually also going to take this over my eyes. I'm just going to pop it all over the lid, up into the crease. And then in the corner of my nose, like that. The second product I'm going to use to make this look even prettier is MAC's Pigment in Vanilla. It's amazing. I've had this since I think about 2011, and I've only used half a pot, and I use this very frequently. It's a little bit expensive, but it's definitely worth the money because it lasts for years. This product is great. It's not glittery, it's just slightly shimmery, and it reflects the light perfectly, which is exactly what we need for this look when you're trying to make your eyes look brighter. So it comes with a little cap just here, and there's so much product on that cap that you don't actually need to dip your brush into the jar itself. So I'm just gonna press my eyeshadow brush onto that, and look how much product you get, and then tap off into the lid, and that way you won't get any product wastage. So I'm just gonna press that onto my eyelid. I'm pressing, I'm not sweeping, because that's how you get the most colour payoff. While this is great and it's already brightened up my eyes, the key trick for making your eyes look brighter is that you want to bring the light in the inner corner of your eyes. So just in where your tear ducts are, and then underneath the inner third, I would say. So you can use a smaller brush for this. I'm not going to use the same one. I'm just going to take it, bring it really in here, into the side of the nose, and then sweep it just underneath to the inner third of the eye, just like that. And that really brings light on the inner corner and just opens up your eyes. So if you're looking a little bit tired, this is the way forward. So the next step I'm going to do is, when you are tired or your eyes are just a bit red, it really shows in the waterline. My waterline doesn't look that tired at the moment because I've had a good night's sleep, but this can be combated really easily in 3 ways. The first way would be to use a white pencil. This is NYX's Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk, and white is often put underneath in the waterline of your eyes because it's meant to make them look bigger, because obviously your eyeballs are also white. However, this is not my favourite way to do it because I think it just looks a little bit too obvious. I think it looks really like you're wearing makeup, and especially for things like uni, I prefer a more natural look. But that's one way of doing it. The next way is to use a shimmery stick, which will tie in your eyeshadow a bit more, so that's perfectly viable. I would do that normally any day, but that's, I don't know, I still think if it's going for a more natural look, I don't really want that. The way I'm going to do it is by using a nude eye pencil. This is a double-ended one from Maybelline called Big Eyeliner, and it's got black on one side, nude on the other. It just looks like that. A little trick here is that it's a little bit dry, so it doesn't come off so easily. So what you can do if you're finding that your liners aren't giving you much, aren't coming off onto your skin that well, you take a lighter or a match like this and grab it for a couple of seconds and just hold the end, the tip, over it just for a couple of seconds. It makes it so much more usable. So just like that. I'm just going to pop my waterline out. Don't pull down, that's bad. Just pop it out like that and then just draw. And there you have it. The next trick to show you in this kind of situation is kind of two parts. So the first thing I'm going to do is put on some concealer. This is MAC Pro Longwear concealer in W15 because I'm more of a pinky base than a yellow base. It's just liquid. I'm just going to do one pump like that. Take my ring finger. I'm just going to start by dotting that underneath in a kind of triangular, inverted triangle motion. And then I'm also going to get any spots, and I can use this for highlighting, so I'm going to go down the middle of my nose and then up. And I will be doing a contouring video at some point, so just a prelude to that. And then I'm going to take a small brush. This is from Real Techniques. I'm just going to quickly buff that into the skin. And just blend. Lovely. So I'm just going to set that really, really quickly with a translucent powder, with a buffing brush. Okay, so the next bit I want to do is, because I've got the eyeliner, the nude eyeliner on, I just want to then bring my eyes down a bit, and to do that I'm going to use a very, very light brown eyeshadow just to line the bottom portion of my eye. I'll be lining the upper portion as well in a minute. So I'm just going to take a very small eyeshadow pencil. This is tiny, it's from Crown Brush, it's very old, anything you have will do. And I'm using the Naked 2 palette from Urban Decay. I'm going to mix Suspect and Half Baked, which Suspect is this colour, Half Baked is this colour here. And mix those together to create a kind of browny gold. Tap off the excess, and I'm just going to run that underneath my lash line. This is great to bring your eyes down a little bit, make them look wider, but also if you have got black bags under your eyes because you've had an all-nighter, then this is actually really useful. Instead of relying purely on concealer to do the work of covering up black bags, you can bring this down a little bit further and work in the black bags to the brown colour. Okay, so the last step in making your eyes look brighter, well, there's two steps, but the last main step is I'm going to use Benefit's High Beam. I use this all the time, and I'm actually going to use this to bring lightness around the face. The same way I kind of used What's Up underneath my foundation, I'm going to use this on top of my foundation. So I'm just going to take this on the tops of my cheeks, under my eyebrows. I'm just going to wet that in lightly with my finger. And that just brings a bit of brightness around the face. So there, your eyes are wide and your face is bright, and no one will be able to tell that you had an all-nighter, or if they know that you did an all-nighter, they'll be wowed by how fresh and beautiful you look. So I'm just going to finish off this look with a few more tricks, because there's no point in leaving the house looking like this because my makeup's clearly not done. So let's turn this into a little tutorial. I'm going to finish it off with some eyeliner. This is Maybelline New York Master Precise liquid eyeliner. Now this is, I said in an old video that I love gel eyeliner, and I do, I stand by that. But if you struggle with using liquid eyeliner or gel eyeliner, this is the thing for you, because it's got like a felt tip pen just like that, and it just lets you draw it on yourself. So for this look I'm not going to come all the way in because it will make my eyes smaller to use black. I want them wider, so I'm going to take the felt tip pen, place it on the very edge of my eyeline. I'm just going to place it and then use that as the light wing. There we go, just like that. Same on the other side, just like that. And then I'm going to connect it in. And then draw it just into the very outside of my eyelash line, like that. You can see halfway in, and that way the wing draws your eye out, but it doesn't, black doesn't come in and disturb the lightness, the brightness, the light colours that you brought into the inner corners of your eye. I'm just going to curl my eyelashes really quickly, so come in, do a few pumps with it. A way to get them more curled is to heat them up first with a hairdryer. Then I'm going to come in with 2 mascaras. So the first one of these is Thick and Fast from Soap and Glory. This is a really, really thick brush, and I was always told and have learned from experience that the thicker the brush, the thicker and longer the eyelashes, and I stand by this to an extent. So I'm just going to wiggle that in and then bring them out. I find I get the best results with mascara when I use 2. So for the next step, I'm going to use this one from the Body Shop, and it's called Big and Curvy Mascara, and it's got this tiny, tiny, tiny brush on it, and I was so skeptical when I bought it, or when I got it for Christmas. So I thought, oh, I'll just use it on my bottom lashes, which it's great for because it means you get less like printing of mascara on the bottom of your eyes. I think now that I've got mascara on, you can really see the nude eye pencil really opens the eye up. I'm also going to use this on my top lashes as well. I'm just going to use this more to get into the nooks and crannies. So I'm starting at the root, and I'm just going to wiggle that in there to make the root look thicker, and then on the very tips of the lashes, just like that. So lastly, I'm just going to do a bit of contouring. I don't want to go too much into this, so I'm going to do a separate video. I'm just using a sleek palette that looks like this. I'm going to take an angled brush and just pop some of that in my cheekbones. Already done our highlight in the high beam. And then I'm going to do a little bit of blush. I'm taking a normal fluffy brush for this, and I'm going to use this by MAC. It's like a 2-tone blush set, and it's called Sweet Samba. Sweet Samba. It's very, very pink, very pink. So I'm only going to use the brownie bit, which is also very pink. I'm getting a tiny, tiny amount, and just putting that on the backs of the apples of my cheeks. And I've already got a MAC lipstick on, which is just Cosmo, and it's a lovely, lovely sort of 90s nude. I think it's beautiful. I'll be using this in a how to make your lips look bigger video as well. So that's what you have to come. I hope you've enjoyed this look. I hope that it's useful to you over the coming months, and make sure that you follow Her Campus on Instagram, on Twitter, you like us on Facebook, and if you have any questions or any requests, please feel free to comment below or write us on Facebook. Anything, I'm happy to answer any questions you might have, or film a video if you want a tutorial or something. I'd love to do that. So let us know what you think. Thanks!